What is going on, everybody? Zyonik here. And in today's video, we're going to be diving into some more Fusion Cup team battles. We're going to be stress testing a new line of 3. Today's set is going to be a Whiscash lead with Altaria and Noctowl. Now, our Whiscash today is going to be running Mud Shot, Mud Bomb, and Blizzard. This definitely be the best moveset for the Fusion Cup, as Water Pulse isn't going to be widely used in this cup. On top of that, Water Pulse is a very bad energy to damage move, and Blizzard is definitely going to be there for those flyers for Altaria and Noctowl, and Mud Bomb for a lot of the meta. So that's what we're going to be running on our Whiscash. For our Altaria, we're going to be going with Dragon Breath, Sky Attack, and Dragon Pulse. Again, a fantastic move set here. Pretty standard when it comes to the Altarias. And we're also going to be running Noctowl. Now, our Noctowl has Wing Attack, Sky Attack, and Psychic, but I will be TMing Psychic to Nightshade specifically for the Bronzong matchup. But today's battles, he'll just be having Psychic, so we're just going to be using straight Sky Attacks. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you guys can stay up to date on all the latest Pokemon Go PvP content. Without further ado, let's get right into these Fusion Cup battles. Alright, getting into this first battle here, we have a Whiscash lead versus a Bronzong, so this is really nice for us. It's a very advantageous matchup, as Mud Bomb is going to be doing a ton of work to a Bronzong, as we're going to see right here. He decided not to bail out. Maybe he was trying to store a little bit of energy. He doesn't shield, and now he bails out, and he bails into Noctowl, so I'm going to go ahead and switch into Altaria here. Altaria is going to be able to put in enough pressure on this Noctowl, potentially get a shield or take it out without needing really to shield. So we're going to go ahead and let that first Sky Attack come through, and we're going to go straight for the Dragon Pulse here. Typically, you know, we'd go for Sky Attacks, but I wanted to try to sneak in a Dragon Pulse to do some extra damage, which we do. Now, I can survive this Sky Attack, and it's basically going to be a race of Dragon Breath versus him getting to another Sky Attack here. So we're going to play the risk. We're just going to try to farm down, and he probably just had Sky Attack right there. So hopefully we can get off a Sky Attack now on the Bronzong coming in to do some additional chip damage, or we'll see his third Pokemon. Bronzong does come back in though, and we do get the trigger pulled on the Sky Attack because the confusion took a little while to cycle through. So now Altaria is going to go down, but we can safely bring in Whiscash and just absolutely farm away. Whiscash, we're going to go ahead and shield right here, whether it's Psyshock, Heavy Slam, Bulldoze. We don't want to get hit by it, and we can farm a ton of energy, which is definitely going to be worth it here at the end. So his last Pokemon is going to be a Whiscash as well, so we're just going to go ahead and go for Mud Bombs while continuously building up to Blizzard to try to get those shield baits. And then we are... Yep, just going to go for another Mud Bomb again. Again, hoping to get that shield. And then we do get the second shield. So now we're just going to build up to Blizzard. We could go for the Blizzard here, but I'm actually set up pretty well. So we're just going to go for some Mud Bombs here to do some extra damage. And then I'm going to look to swap in Noctowl to finish. Just to absorb the energy and not have to deal with the is it a Blizzard, is it not a Blizzard. So we swap in the Noctowl. Now this is where we can play with, we don't need to shield at all. Even if it is Blizzard, we're going to be able to survive, and we're going to be able to get to a Sky Attack without having to play the game of should I shield it, should I not. Now this is Mud Bomb. We didn't need to shield at all. He would actually survive this Mud Bomb really well. So we put up the shield anyways and just finish off with a Sky Attack here. So GG's, very well played. So the first thing I want to talk about in that battle was the Altaria versus Noctowl matchup. Typically you do want to go for Sky Attacks. It's definitely going to be more energy efficient. As we take a look here, Dragon Pulse 60 damage for 60 energy, Sky Attack 53 damage for 45 energy. So definitely more energy efficient, but what I was looking to do was slide in a Dragon Pulse without him shielding. Knowing that the Noctowl at full health, that first Sky Attack isn't going to do a lot, so there's no reason to shield. I was hoping to do the Dragon Pulse, get him low, and then be able to finish off with Dragon Breath, and it basically be a race with IVs considered, because as we can see right here from the simulation, this is the 0 shield Dragon Pulse to a Noctowl. Oops, let me put none there. Here we go. Dragon Pulse to a Noctowl. Basically, the Noctowl survives with 1 HP, which comes down to IVs. And my Altaria is a very good IV Altaria, so I trusted that, you know what, I might be able to pull this off. And it paid off. I was actually able to get enough energy after the Dragon Pulse so I could get another Sky Attack on the Bronzong there at the end, which allowed my Whiscash to farm down. So that's why I decided to go for Dragon Pulse instead of Sky Attack in that situation. Now I want to talk about the Noctowl versus Whiscash situation where Blizzard actually isn't going to one-shot your Noctowl. It's going to hurt a lot. But Blizzard doing 123 damage is about 2/3, maybe a little over 2/3, about 3/4 of Noctowl's health, which isn't a one-hit KO, unlike Altaria, who's going to get one-hit KO. So there's situations like we saw there where if he does a Blizzard, I can still survive and get to Sky Attack. But if he does a Mud Bomb and I shield it, then the Blizzard coming back in could do a lot of damage and get me lower than I want to. And it just goes to show why I think Noctowl is a fantastic flyer for this cup, is this particular matchup where you honestly don't need to shield anything in some situations. Because you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to play the mind games. Both moves will not one-hit KO you, and one of the moves does absolutely no damage, which is Mud Bomb. 16 damage, guys. All right, moving into the second battle, we have Whiscash Lead versus Heracross. So this isn't good at all for us. We need to get out of there, and we're going to bring in Noctowl. Again, a pretty safe switch based on what your opponent has on the team. And again, it's pretty nice against a Whiscash on the safe switch, especially with energy advantage. Now, wish I would have gotten excellent right there, but that's all right. Those flying ones really hurt. And we're going to go ahead and get another Sky Attack here. This should be forcing the shield. So honestly, I'm chunking down the Whiscash. I'm getting resources. And on top of that, I'm not going to shield, because if it's not a Blizzard, man, he's really falling behind, which it isn't. This is why I'm saying Noctowl can survive a Blizzard, so put it upon them to outthink themselves, and then now I can shield right here because this is what I think is going to be Blizzard, but he goes for another Mud Bomb. So very well done on him. We're going to go ahead and get another Sky Attack. This will get his last shield or take him out. So it's a win-win for us. We do get the last shield. So we're going to go ahead and let this Blizzard hit us, if it is Blizzard, which I think it will be. It is Blizzard, so we do go down, but we got all of his shields down and his energy is gone. Now he is going to get a Mud Bomb on us, but we can really load up on some energy on our own Whiscash for the Pokemon that he's going to have coming in. He decides to switch into Venusaur right into a Blizzard. I think he was trying to get in there before I could get enough energy, but Whiscash can farm so much energy very, very quickly that even though a counter does come in, we can take it out with Blizzard. Now the Heracross does come in. We're going to bring in Altaria. We're going to go ahead. I think I shield right here. Yeah, I do shield. Megahorn's going to do a decent amount. It's not going to do a ton. And then close combat as well is not going to do a lot, but we're just going to go ahead and farm down. Now I'm going to let the charge move come through. I just want to see, visually see how much damage it does. Close combat, again, not too much, about a quarter. We're just going to finish off with Dragon Breath. So, oh, and then we still have our Whiscash left already. I thought the match was over. Still have our Whiscash left, but we have Sky Attack. We loaded up on plenty of energy there for the end, so GG's, very well played. So taking a look at that lead matchup of our Whiscash versus Heracross, on the grid, it's not too good for us. We can win if we go 2 shields in, but I didn't really want to do that, especially when I have a double flyer. So by transitioning to Noctowl, we can relatively ease the next part of the battle by sacrificing Noctowl to get some shields and health away from the Pokemon that they bring in. With Altaria there, we saw it versus Heracross there at the end. Megahorn going to be doing 40 damage, close combat 44 damage, so both don't do a lot. You can easily take out a Heracross, but you do have to watch out if it's completely loaded on energy, as it will stack up. But if we take a look, Sky Attack, 226 damage. That's a lot of health, so you don't really need to worry too much. I had 2 great counters for it in the back. But yeah, just for reference for you guys, if you guys happen to see a Heracross, nothing you really need to shield if you're at full health when you're in Altaria versus the Heracross. And moving into game 3 here, we have Whiscash versus Altaria. So this is probably one of the scariest matchups in the cup right now, and that's because of shield baiting. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and build up. We're going to go for the Blizzard, hoping maybe he thinks we're trying to shield bait. But the trouble is if they shield the Blizzard, now we're starting to look in trouble, because the deeper we go into an Altaria, the worse it gets. So we're going to have to shield this Sky Attack right here. Obviously, we do not want to go down so early. But I know things aren't looking too good, so I'm going to build up, and he gets another Sky Attack as well. So we're going to go ahead and we have to shield again. So we're already out 2 shields. So what we're going to do is we're going to look to bail once I get enough energy. I should have gotten out sooner. But yeah, things aren't looking too good for us, because if the Altaria can successfully shield a Blizzard there, yeah, it's not too good, because if you go 2 shields in, you're still going to lose. So he gets off a Dragon Pulse on us. He's playing this really, really well, and his Altaria is a nuisance right now. This is not looking too good. I was hoping he'd switch out of there into something else, but he decided to stay in with the Altaria. Now he's going to be able to get off a Sky Attack to finish us off. So again, things aren't looking too good right now. So we're looking to bring in the Altaria now. We have so much stored energy, and we just want him to bring something in that Whiscash can absolutely destroy. Now his Altaria is gone if he has a grass in the back. Not looking too good, but let's see what happens here. So he brings in his Frostlass. So we're going to go ahead and go for a Sky Attack to apply some pressure. And then we're going to look to switch to Whiscash and get off as many Mud Bombs as we can, hoping to get shields, right? He only has 1 shield left, and we have a ton of stored energy. So we get the shield, looking to get another Mud Bomb, but he switches into Noctowl at the perfect time. Really, really great switch right there. As you guys can see, all my energy wasted. If he didn't do that switch, he would have been in a pretty tight circumstance, but now he can safely just use Noctowl to finish me off here. The Sky Attack is going to get us very, very low, and then I won't be able to get to another Sky Attack in time before he gets to 2 Sky Attacks. So GG's, very well played. So I want to talk a little bit about why I said that Altaria versus Whiscash matchup is kind of iffy at the beginning of a fresh fight. And this is why. So if we look at just a normal battle, right, Whiscash can kind of win out, but that's with shield baiting, guys. If you notice, shielding the Mud Bomb and then baiting it and then landing the Blizzard is how Whiscash wins. But what if you don't, right? So what if you don't go for Mud Bomb, you just try to go for Blizzard? This is where it gets really scary. The first shield, if they shield it successfully, you decide to, you know, go for that Blizzard and they shield it, then your next step is to either commit to another Blizzard and hope to get the second shield. Because if you try to go 2 shields in, as we can see here, Altaria just absolutely destroys. So if you try to go for back-to-back Blizzards and they shield both, then you're kind of SOL. So it's really tricky, because in this 1 shield situation, right, it shows they shield the Blizzard, then the next one they don't shield. But if they do, or if you go for a Mud Bomb and then they don't shield, it's really sketchy, because the Dragon, you have to land the Blizzard to win, whereas Dragon Breath is what's going to destroy you, and Sky Attack is really just going to chip away chunks of your health. So if you're in a predicament, maybe look to get Whiscash out of there, or look to try to shield bait more. But again, if you just go for, let's say we just go for a Mud Bomb here. As we can see, yeah, we get the shield, but if Mud Bombs are landing, it's only going to do 12 damage. So it's really tough. It's tough on both sides as well. So for the Altaria, it's such a mind game, because it could one-shot you or it could do no damage. But if they go for Blizzard and you successfully shield it, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. And they're going to have to land a Blizzard on you in order to take you out. So it kind of really sways towards Altaria if you shield that first Blizzard successfully. Alright, moving into the final battle, we have Whiscash Lead versus Whiscash Lead. So this is a really interesting fight where Blizzard will do a pretty big chunk, and Mud Bombs will add up. So we're not going to shield right here. This was way too early to be a Blizzard, so we're just going to go ahead and let it go through. Now we're going to build up to Blizzard, and we're going to fire off a Mud Bomb, hoping to get a shield from him. I really want to win on the shield game in this matchup and not necessarily the health game. So yeah, we're going to go for another Mud Bomb here. I should have probably built up to Blizzard right there. But we're just going to fire off another Mud Bomb, get him low, and then look to try to get a third Mud Bomb. But we don't get to it in time, so I'm looking to shield right here. He does go for Mud Bomb, so now I need to switch. And I switch correctly, and he doesn't have enough energy for this to be a Blizzard, so it's going to be a Mud Bomb. I want to keep my Whiscash with a decent amount of energy, and Bronzong's coming in. So this is pretty nice. We're going to go ahead and go for Sky Attacks here. Again, wishing I had Nightshade. It'll do more damage to the Bronzong, and we do get a shield from him. Maybe you thought it was going to be Nightshade, which is pretty good for us. But we're just going to let the Noctowl basically go down. And let Whiscash come in. So we're going to go ahead and get off another Sky Attack here. Again, going to be resisted, but it's going to do enough chip damage to get us pretty much into close range to one-shot with a Mud Bomb. So we're going to go ahead and let the timer go down. And then once it does, we're going to bring in the Whiscash, go straight for the Mud Bomb. Again, applying a lot of pressure. So maybe he'll let it go down. Maybe he shields. He decides to shield. Which is nice. So we're going to go ahead and shield right here. Again, Whiscash is going to do very well if I have some loaded energy, but he decides to bail, and he bails to Noctowl. So again, Blizzard not going to one-shot, but it's going to do a ton of damage. So we're going to go ahead and get off the Blizzard, switch to Altaria, and farm down. Now we do need to remember he still has Bronzong, which just wasted his energy, and he has Whiscash, which used all its energy as well, so there's nothing that can really take us out. I'm not worried about a Blizzard coming in here, and I'm not worried about like a Psyshock or anything like that. So again, didn't need to pull the trigger there, because remember he did back-to-back Mud Bombs. This cannot be a Blizzard, it's going to be a Mud Bomb. So we're going to safely farm it down, and then just go for the Dragon Pulse here. Could have gone for a Sky Attack, I think. I'll have to check the numbers on that. But I was just pulling the trigger on Dragon Pulse. Either way, we're going to be able to safely take him down. So GG's, very well played. Alright, so taking a look at the Whiscash versus Whiscash mirror match. Again, Blizzard is going to be doing the most damage. It's going to be doing 86 damage for 75 energy. Mud Bomb is still going to be doing some consistent damage of 44 for 40. So Blizzard's a little bit more energy efficient, but the thing is you can get more damage depending on where you're at. It's all circumstantial, but you could get more more energy to shield, if that makes sense, where if they shield the Mud Bomb, it's going to be very advantageous for you. Whereas if you try to just go straight for the Blizzard and it gets shielded, that's a lot of wasted energy. And then in the Altaria versus Bronzong fight, looking at this here, Dragon Pulse is definitely the worst move, or the less energy efficient move. Sky Attack for 45 energy is going to be doing 28 damage, while Dragon Pulse is going to do 31 for 60. I hope you guys enjoyed the battles today, and I hope you guys enjoyed the feedback or the second look at what happened in the fight. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. And I'm really liking Double Flyer on a team of 6. It brings a lot of versatility, and if you bring it to the fight, it can do a lot of work. Because Altaria and Noctowl are both fantastic, and kind of protecting them with a Whiscash, which can handle things like the Probopass, like the Alolan Sandslash, like a Whiscash Mirror or Bronzongs, is really nice. So I'm really liking this team of 3. So like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.